I'd like to begin by introducing our distinguished guests today. Interim County Executive Officer, Dr. Savette Johnson. And also from our CEO's office, Mike Pettit. With us, we have two supervisors here today, Supervisor Matt Lever and Supervisor Kelly Long. We also have two mayors with us today, Mayor Betsy Sticks Mayor Jenny CROSSWHITE from the city of Santa Paula. And we're pretty deep here with the Santa Paula crew. We have Carlos Juarez, former mayor and council member. Also former mayor, current council member, and former fire chief of the city of Santa Paula, Rick Ariza. I see we have Chief McDonald from the city of Ventura. Welcome. And I was getting ready, I saw some officers from the CHP here, thank you, and from the Forest Service, thank you for joining us. The old station, built in 1959, is about the size of a postage stamp. Yep, for those of those that work there know how small it was. Today, the new 7.3 million station here today sits on a 2.3 acre site and includes an 8,504 square foot facility and accessory garage for additional apparatus and equipment. Oh, I also wanted to acknowledge all of the former members that we have here and thank them for their service. At the end of the ceremony, we would really like all the former members that worked at Station 20 to gather for a photo at the end, so please hang close for that. To learn more about the fire station process, I'm pleased to introduce our first speaker today, Fire Chief Dustin Gardner. Chief, I invite you up to the podium.
All righty. Andy, thank you. And to everybody here, thank you. As Andy went through the list of dignitaries and guests and folks that have come up for this, it shows what an important just day this is and what a tremendous day it is to open a fire station like this in Upper Ojai. It shows the community aspect with our neighbors are here, our folks that have watched the station be built are here, our team that built it is here, past members that worked here are here, our board of directors and dignitaries are here. We're all here because we understand the importance of opening a facility like this. To have the opportunity and the trust that our board of directors gives us to open an $8 million station in Upper Ojai, knowing that it'll serve this community, that it increases the service in Ojai, that it increases the service in Santa Paula, and the fact that we get to build it here and be surrounded by this reminds us just how lucky we are to live in Ventura County, because this place is absolutely gorgeous. So to our team at Public Works and Tom, you and your staff, and Artawan and our builders and designers, thank you. This is a wonderful, wonderful station. Yes, all of them back there. To our partners from the CHP and the Forest Service, our home is your home. This is a community station. This is a tight-knit community, and we want you guys here with us as often as you want to be here, so it's always open to you. Thank you. To the folks that work here, guys, I can imagine this is going to be a very comfortable place to work. Don't get too comfortable. Remember, you got to move. You got to keep shaking. And all the past retirees, thank you. Thank you for everything you did serving this community, the reputation, the trust, the love, the compassion we have for our community up here that we feel from them. And we got our little man up front here that's watched this station be built from the very beginning, knows every name, knows every truck, knows every board in the station. It's just, it's special. It shows you are really embracing the community feel and the community trust that we want to establish and maintain with our community. We want them to feel like this is their house as well, from the bike station out front to you guys having the doors open, welcoming in. Thank you. You've done well. I really appreciate it. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you to everybody. I'll invite Dr. Savette Johnson up to say a couple words and really just enjoy our day and take gratitude in what we have as a community.
Good morning. I'm just so honored to be here today to celebrate the opening in the facility here that's Fire Station 20. Equipping our first responders and our fire service workers with a state-of-the-art facility that can have access to large equipment that we know is critical during wildfires, as well as allow both men and female service workers to work here, which we know is important because the fire department is recruiting a diverse workforce, is so very important. I want to thank Supervisor Levere, Supervisor Long, and the entire Board of Supervisors for their support for this facility. I want to thank retired Chief Mark Lorenzen for his vision, as well as current Chief DUSTIN Gardner for seeing this project to fruition. I also want to pause and thank our partners, Ventura County Public Works, Ardalan Construction, and Kruger Benson Zemer Architects for their dedication to this project. This site and its location, as they've said before, is going to be critical for the communities of Ojai, Santa Paula, and unincorporated Ventura County. It's just wonderful to have the commitment of our fire responders, our first responders here today, those who are currently serving, those who have served in the past, and those who have helped with the visioning and fruition of this project. So we want to say just an extreme thank you. We here in Ventura County are so fortunate to have such dedicated first responders serving our community to keep life and property safe. So without saying more, I just want to say thank you to all, and so excited to be here celebrating Fire Station 20 today. Next, we'll have remarks from Supervisor Matt Levere.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a great day. I think Upper Ojai, more than most, is intimately aware of why it's so important that we provide our community with the most modern, up-to-date resources. The Thomas Fire was just 4.5 years ago, and it feels like yesterday, I bet to many of us. And I know many of us are still feeling the impacts of that tragedy. And I would be remiss if I didn't today publicly thank and recognize our amazing firefighters and first responders for the bravery and heroism they displayed that night and every day since. We in Ventura County are truly blessed to have world-class firefighters and first responders serving our community on a daily basis. And I think with today's opening, Ventura County really is doubling down on its commitment to the residents of Upper Ojai, the Ojai Valley, and Santa Paula, providing them every possible resource they need to keep our communities safe. This is such a good day. Also, I think because with the opening of this station, we've also been able to provide a brand new permanent home to our amazing Upper Ojai Search and Rescue team at the old, in recognition of their part and the efforts they play every day in protecting and serving our community. This is truly a win-win for all of us. And I am just so thankful that we can all be here today in person to celebrate this momentous occasion. So thank you. And with that, I would like to bring up the mayor of Ojai, Betsy Sticks.
Thank you, Matt. And thank you, Andy, and all the brave firefighters and support team who work at this state-of-the-art new station. You are all heroes every day, and Ojai is grateful and thankful for the work that you do. It is an honor to be here today to celebrate your new home, as well as to express appreciation for your service. My comments today focus on the importance of all of us who live in wildland-urban interface communities, making fire preparedness our personal responsibility. Every home that is adequately prepared for fire is one more home firefighters don't have to risk their health and safety defending. As we all know, we don't have to control extreme backcountry wildfires to keep neighborhoods from burning up. According to fire research physical scientist Jack Cohen, PhD, science reveals how homes ignite in extreme conditions. These are preventable human disasters. We must accept the fact that wildland fire is an ecological process and will continue as it has for millennia. As government leaders, we must accelerate our work to make all wildland adjacent homes ignition resistant. As Dr. Cohen clearly states, it's the local conditions around the house that are principally responsible for the ignition potential. The wildland-urban interface fire problem is a home ignition problem, not a wildfire control problem. And we have tremendous opportunities to keep these disasters from occurring if we are proactive now. There are many ways that all of us as individuals can make things easier for firefighters. First, are our homes accessible to fire trucks and first responders? Is the address readily available? Have we created defensible space on our property by trimming trees and getting rid of leaf litter and mulch piles to avoid fuel ladders? Have we removed invasive incendiary trees such as Mexican fan palms, eucalyptus, and Italian cypress and replaced them with native fire-wise trees? Most wildland adjacent homes that burn are ignited by flying embers. Homes that do not ignite do not burn. We need to change the conditions of the house and its immediate surroundings. There are many simple things that we can do around our homes to reduce chances of ignition by embers. High-intensity flames more than 100 feet away from the house are incapable of directly igniting the structure. It's all about creating a 5-foot defensible space around the house and making sure that there are no opportunities for flying embers to enter the home or ignite combustible near structures. If the Thomas Fire taught us anything, it's the fact that we are all in this together. It's doable. I look forward to partnering with Supervisors Levere and Long, Mayor CROSSWHITE, and other legislative leaders to accelerate the critical work of hardening wildland adjacent homes so that they are ready for the next fire. I am grateful for you for your time and attention. Thank you. And it's my pleasure to introduce Santa Paula Mayor Jenny CROSSWHITE.
Well, like others have said, I'm really grateful for this new station. I'm grateful for all of the firefighters that work here and have worked here. I know that from the city of Santa Paula perspective, we have a lot of folks that we claim as ours that work here, and so I'm very thankful for each of you for your service. So thank you. I mean, all of you, we're thankful for your service, but especially we have a special place in our heart for those who used to be our Santa Paula firefighters. So I just want to say that this is a great day for our valley, for Ojai, Santa Paula, and even Ventura. As many have mentioned, we all remember the Thomas Fire all too well. We're coming up on the 5-year anniversary, and at the time, it was one of the biggest wildfires, and unfortunately, it's no longer. There's been many that have surpassed it, but I remember we were in a council meeting the night that it broke out, and we had council members that were starting to leave before the meeting was we'd even called the meeting because the fire was coming down, the fire was going up, and on my way here, I passed Koningstein Road, which was definitely a reminder of that night. And so having a station here right between Ojai and Santa Paula is really important to our communities and also to Ventura, because as we all know, that fire reached Ventura way before anyone thought it was going to. It's also important because we've got this 2-lane road that goes between our communities, and it's a dangerous road, and people often drive more quickly than maybe is advisable. And so having first responders that can respond immediately to those incidences is really important. All the trails around here between this station and then the Upper Ojai Search and Rescue. It's just really important that we have this station here. And from Santa Paula's perspective, if we have a fire or a large incident, we know that this station is here and can provide backup. So thank you to all of you. Thank you for everyone that's here to celebrate this momentous occasion of the opening of this fire station. And I look forward to continuing to work with all of you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You get me again. So we have two things left on today's agenda. One will be our ribbon cutting ceremony, and then we'll transition to tours of the building. And when we do the tours of the building, this side of the building is private because that's where the dorms are, but you're able to explore all the other sections of the building, as well as get tours of the apparatus. You can talk to any of the uniformed personnel about anything. So regarding the ribbon cutting, I have a special guest that's going to come up and help us. Malachi, would you like to come up and help us with the ribbon cutting? Come on up, brother. And also, if the distinguished guests and our agency partners come up and join us, please. Come on, Malachi, let's come on to this side.
So everybody knows Malachi watched us build this station. He's one of our neighbors, so we figured since this station's going to outlast probably his kids, we wanted him to be here with us.
All right. Malachi, you want to cut the ribbon, brother?
Yeah.
We'll hold it for you.
So, scissors, chop, chop. Right over here. You want to cut it?
Then if you
Now's
cut
the
it,
big
then the
time.
trucks can come out.
Yep.
That's why we need that.
Start working through it.
I got it first. Great job.
You want to cut?
Nice job. Do you want to do another cut?
Yeah. All right, Malachi gets a souvenir. All right, with that, let's break into tours, and I'll be around. Another PIO information officer available if there's any questions for the media, and you can talk to any uniform personnel with any other questions.